Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners, and today we're going to talk more about materials than how to tie a specific fly. What I want to concentrate on today is tying wet fly wings. I have a size 14 hook in the vise, and I made a body out of scrap GSS and angel hair. This is several different colors. It actually will do very well. For this, I'm going to put on a wet fly wing of guinea bird. So I have a guinea bird wing for a right and a left. And you can see, you take any wing feather, let me show you with a duck. You can see there's the top, and here's the concave side. And there's another one. There's the top, that's where the biots come from, and there's the concave side. So we have the two sections with the biots together, and what you do is fold them together, and then you're going to basically match them on this side. I'm going to show you that with the guinea bird wing. And I have the guinea bird wing, and I'm going to use this section. These aren't the leading flight feathers, but these are wing feathers. I'm going to match them. I'm going to match them down at the bottom, and you can see they're the same size. And what we want to do is take out a section. We want to take a section out of here that is the width of the gap of the hook. And you can do what you can to measure it. Maybe put your finger on there with your bodkin, and then keep that position and measure it off. And I push it through and just pull those off, and there we have two pieces. And when we get that part, I'm going to grab these two pieces, and I'm going to remove them by cutting them. Okay, I'm going to remove them by cutting them. I'm going to keep them held together because they are together already. They're tied in perfect. You got a nice curve going down. And I'm going to bring this in for this part. Okay, I'm going to hold the cut ends, and I'm going to measure the size of the wing we want. And generally you want the wing to go, this doesn't have a tail, but generally you want the wing to go either halfway into the tail or slightly past the body. So I'm going to tie this right in, and I already have it to the size. So I'm going to transfer it to my left hand, and I'm holding the two wing portions tight. I'm going to pull my thread up, and I'm going to put it between my fingers, and this is called a soft loop. Pull it down, pull it straight down, don't pull it tight yet. Do another one, pull it straight down, and then you can pull that tight. And if you notice, this part shot up. This part will come up slightly, and you have the wing directly on top. I'm holding it tight here, pulling that, and this part will, you can see a slight curve in there, and that is directly on top. And we're going to take your scissors or whatever you use to trim it, and we're going to trim that off. And then when I go to fix the head, I'll hold the wings once again, just so I don't accidentally wrap them. And just tie off that head. And here we have the wings sitting right where they should be. And if they split a little bit, you do what is called marrying the feather back together. Just simply by running your fingers on it there is on each individual barbel coming off the stem, there's like little hooks, like a Velcro hook and eye. To marry them together, you just simply rub your fingers, rub them together, and there they are connected. Let me get this one over here. Sometimes you may not get all of them because they might be folded or something. Try this top one here. Because there's like little, it's like Velcro in there. Little barbs on each individual one, and that's what holds them together. So you just run your fingers along them, and that connects them together. Just like that. Basically a GSS wet fly with a guinea wing. And you could go one step further on this and tie in a partridge feather for a soft hackle. Here I have a partridge. I just pull this off and the tip is already cut out of it. I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to remove that. When you want to remove the, like say you want to cut the center out of a soft hackle or any hackle, just simply stroke all of the fibers back. Kind of try to even them out there. And you can see you married them together in the back way. And remove this. Now just simply take them and stroke them forward once again. And they're married together going forward. I'm going to lay this hackle, or I'm going to lay this feather down on top with the V. And I'm going to take the two sides and I'm going to pull them down towards the bottom. This front will be trimmed off. There we go. You have the hackles pulled down towards the bottom. Wrap that head. And there's your throat. So this is a nice fishable fly right here. I will definitely use this. Give it a whip finish. And I have two more bodies already to help demonstrate. And that was with the guinea bird feather, or a large feather. The wings from a large feather. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to make I have an olive body already in place. And I'm going to give this mallard wet fly wings. I'm going to take those two wings, I'm going to place them together. I'm actually going to cut some of this off the bottom because that fluff makes it a little difficult. I'm going to size them up right there, and I want it to be the width of the cap of the hook. So once again, I could take this, measure it that way, and I'm going to cut them off the stem. I'm going to hold them by the, and this feather here, you can see there's a long one in there. I'm going to pull that out, and this one is a bit split, so we're going to marry that together. I'm going to put the one on the side. You saw that one section just fell right off. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to marry them together. Simply put them together, hold them even at the bottom, and just run your fingers on there, and that's married together once again. And that's a little bit large, but we're going to do it with that. Now I'm going to hold these in place, grab the back section, and watch this once again. Going to put that loose loop between my fingers, pull straight down, and you see this front section popping up. Do that once again. And that front section, you can see that big, kind of looks like a pair of lips going down there. And then you can wrap forward a little bit just to ensure that they're secured, and remove that front. Cut that close and tidy up the head. And here we have a nice wet fly wing for an olive. It's actually two different colors, but the demonstration purposes is what we were going for. But I'll use this also. Just give this a quick whip finish. And trim this off. And now the third body that I have already fixed. This is a pale yellow. This can be a sulfur or a light Cahill, without the tail, of course. Reattach my thread. I'm going to take a turkey feather, and we got different, this was probably got a BB in this section, so it's messed up. So I'm going to come up here where they're pretty nice. Get that one married together. That's that open one there. I can possibly get it married together. Sometimes they don't work as well. There we go. That's pretty much married together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same thickness from one side as the other side, and then we'll just lay them together. And since we took them off the same feather, we still have that same natural curve on there, both going to the one side. And we will use both the outside. So we're going to line the tips up. And then we're going to take it, and we're just going to kind of slide them, and you can see they're lining up perfectly together now. Okay, and these are going to go the opposite direction. And I'm going to size them up. I want them to be slightly longer than the body. This will be good. I'm going to hold the back section tight. Take that loose loop, pull it straight down, and you saw that part come up. You know, when that happens, you know they're right on top. Pull it straight down, and then I can put a couple more wraps in there. Even if it turned like that itself, the opposite side is still standing right on top. Wet my fingers there just a little bit, and boom, all of those loose ones are now married in. And there's the first and the second. And I'm going to wrap the heads. Give it a quick whip finish. Remove that. And here we go. We have 3 different wings. There is the wet fly wing from the guinea bird. Here we have the wet fly wing from the mallard or duck. And here we have a wet fly wing from a single turkey wing feather. I hope that you learned something from this demonstration. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. And most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.